go again. Welcome, welcome. December 17th, markets open in 9 minutes. This is Mr. Joseph Trades in my trading suit, one of my favorite trading suits, microfiber, very soft. Let's see, let's take a quick look at the charts. First of all, what I like to do before the markets open every day is see if there's any red folder news. Oh, before I start, this is not financial advice, education and entertainment purposes only. Whatever you do, don't use my advice as financial advice. Unless you want to fade it, then you might profit from it. All right, okay, let's mark up. I've already marked up some of my key levels. Let me mark up a few more. I've got my pivot points marked up. Those are the orange lines. Some more key levels I like. Is today Wednesday? Yeah, today's Wednesday. I like to mark my prior session low, which happened about 1 o'clock at 25,170. So let's mark that. 25,170. Come on. There we go. That's the low, so I'll put that as a green. That would be a good place to go long if it got down there. What's the prior session high? That happened at the end of the session yesterday at 439.25. All right. How about try 444? That's more like it. 444. All right, let's take a look next at our overnight highs and lows. Those are also levels that like to get tested. Let's see. This one happened about 7 o'clock last night. I think that's our overnight low. We mark it. Then we'll look at red folder news. Then we'll do a, what did I say the low was? 265.25, okay. There's the overnight low so far. Let's make that a different color. There, that's my overnight low and high color. So far, our overnight high is 508. Okay. Got all my key levels marked up. That's important. 5 minutes till the open. Okay, what next? Already off to a frustrating start. My stupid NinjaTrader cannot stay connected to my internet. I am so sick and tired of it. And I lost out on another profit. It wasn't even the middle of the night. This one happened about 8:15 in the morning. It shouldn't be cutting off at 8:15 in the morning. Really shouldn't. In fact, I'm going to send them an email about it real quick. Well, maybe I'll wait and do that. So I don't get distracted from trading. That's just annoying. That would have been a $400 trade on my algo, and instead nothing. all because of a stupid internet connection with NinjaTrader that doesn't work like it's supposed to. And I know it's not my internet. I've got top of the line internet. I've got a great computer. It's not my computer, it's not my internet. It's NinjaTrader. So I don't know what's going on with them, but I hope they can help me, because I'm really sick and tired of missing out on trades when I'm not looking. That's the whole point of having an automated strategy, you know, is to like not have to look at the charts and you know, not obsess over them. But it sort of defeats the purpose when NinjaTrader can't stay connected to your connection. It sort of defeats the whole purpose. Anyway. Red folder news, let's see. Not for me. At 10:30 there's crude oil. That shouldn't do anything for the NASDAQ. Usually doesn't. Okay. Very, very upset already about that. It's not a good place to start. You know, you don't want to start off seeing that you missed a profit. This is the second day in a row that I've missed out on something because of a faulty NinjaTrader connection. Second day, that's $800 out of my pocket because NinjaTrader can't seem to stay connected. And they say, oh, check your internet. It's not my internet. It's not my computer. I know that for a fact. So having a computer guy come out Friday just to try to troubleshoot, see what's really going on, because they're not really helping me too much. If I could find another platform that, you know, that met my needs, I would consider switching, but it's taken so much work to get all this set up. And now when I have it set up, it doesn't work right. It's ridiculous. Okay, this is my NinjaTrader sometimes execution platform. 28 seconds till the market open. Bearish higher time frame bias. Overnight chop. Let's see what happens. Not much going on in the overnight. Tight little range. 8 seconds to open. See what we have. 15-minute, I like to take a look. Little test of the VWAP. Notice how close the VWAP and EMA are. This is a 5-minute on my trading view. This light blue line is the VWAP. This is the EMA. They're sort of converging with each other, which afraid that might mean we're in for a day of more chop. It's better when price gets good separation, because that means there's a big imbalance to be corrected. And that may happen, but so far the way the session has started, we've got test of the VWAP. Now we've got buyers coming in. You see that lower tail in that candle? That's buying. Now they'll probably test the EMA. Could test this pivot and the overnight high. There's just too much junk going on in here. And I'm sure as soon as I don't get in, it will in fact test the pivot point in the overnight high. That's pretty much par for the course. I'm resolving today to wait only for high probability. We'll see how long that lasts, right? I'm already in a bad frame of mind because of the connectivity issues that already cost me. Tell you. Here's my quote unquote ninja trader. I guess they call it ninja because of how sneaky it is when it cuts off on you. It does cut off like a ninja. That's true. That's a good name for it. It cuts off on you when you need it most, just like a sneaky ninja. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the live stream. I'm just complaining about NinjaTrader. Not that it's going to make any difference, but it feels good to vent. See this right here, this move down? I was supposed to have gotten that on my automated system for a $400 profit, and that happened between 8 o'clock and 8:30, not in the middle of the night. And somehow NinjaTrader decided to cut off right when I needed it most. So it is like a ninja. It just comes and goes real sneaky as it pleases, just like a ninja. You don't even know when it's coming or going. Pathetic. They just did a quote unquote update yesterday. I wonder if that has anything to do with it. Welcome to the worst trading live stream on YouTube, where you see Mr. Joseph Trades come up with new ways to lose daily. Let me explain something. I actually have a really good feel for what's going on in the markets, and I have automated systems that, when they work with NinjaTrader, work very well. But when it comes to trading discretionary on this stream, for some reason I just can't seem to do it. So I'm proposing that if I'm about to take a position, fade me and you may profit from it. Would be my idea for you. Maybe we have a move down to this pivot, maybe not. One of my goals today is not to trade in the first 15 minutes. I met that goal yesterday, but still managed to have a losing start. Here's our trading view. See, I wouldn't be surprised to see this rotate back to this EMA. Look how they're getting closer and closer together. That means we're probably, if that trend continues, we're probably in for another chop type day. You see this range, this overnight range, the middle of the night, price returned to it, went below it. So far there's been buying. Let's see if they rotate it back up or continue selling it. That's the question. Looks like some selling's coming in. All right, that's pretty bearish. Now we're getting some movement. Let's see if they test this pivot. Hey, at least we're getting some movement. Pivot's at about 320. Okay, let's see. Let's see if they test the pivot. If they do, I'll be looking for a long entry. See what happens. Wouldn't be surprised to see price head back up to the 200 EMA at all. See the buying coming in. There's Ninja Trader. Today another chop suey day. We shall see. About halfway through the first 15-minute candle. Let's see if the buyers can test this pivot. We've got overnight low down here also. That's this blue line. Blue ray, I should say. Let's see. See if they can dump it. What's the VIX today? The VIX is a little above 16, down a little from yesterday. Yeah, see, there comes some buying. Got that lower tail appearing on the 15. That's buyers stepping in. Here's the 5 again. There's a minute left in this 5-minute candle. If buyers come in strong, this thing could go back and test the 21. And they could also do a quick dump to the pivot. Final 40 seconds of the candle. I haven't taken a trade yet, miraculously. I try not to take a trade until 15 minutes have elapsed today. Who takes control here? See if the bears test that pivot. Yo, what's up? Looking for hopefully a test of the pivot and then a reversal opportunity, but it might not get to the pivot. We'll see. It's pretty close. Here come the buyers. I was lamenting earlier the fact that Ninja Trader had an update yesterday, and it cost me another another $400 on my strategy. I don't know what these updates are about, but they're not. They seem more like downgrades, to be honest. All right, I'm expecting a test of the pivot. It's got about 2 more points to go before I consider it tested. Let's see, what's the low? About another point now. Yeah, okay, they just tested the pivot. Now the question is, do they reverse it back to the VWAP? Do they buy it, or do they keep it going down? Let's look at the 15-minute for context. A lot of selling, but might be climactic selling. All right, if this candle closes bullish, I'm going to try to get a reversal to the VWAP. Let's see. But today I'm going to wait until the candles close. If that means I miss out on an entry, so be it. A minute and 43 to go. No, this is you're here, you're in the right place. Trust me. You have found your home. I recommend you fade my entries for profit. All right, there's a minute before this candle closes. I'll be right back. That'll help me prevent the temptation to get in early. One moment. All right, we're back. 18 seconds to go in the candle. Looks like, yeah, well, I don't know. There is some buying, but it's not got a bullish close, so I'm going to wait and see. All right, I'm going to place a 1 micro above this to try to. Nah, I'm going to wait. My entry criteria are pretty strict. Sometimes I try to bend them. This is my NinjaTrader stream. I mean, my NinjaTrader execution platform, non-execution, when that possible tweezer bottom. Wonder if those are the same. It's hard to tell on this. I'm going to test this pivot point, and then we might look for a reversal. Watch. See, there. Just tested that one. Now let's see if they buy it. They do initially. Does it get continuation? That's the question. Now they're going to test the overnight low, possibly. It's very close. Yep, they just tested it. Okay, so now do they keep selling it and go for the prior session low? Are they going for the big kahuna? It might go all the way to the prior session low. That's what this green ray is. A lot of selling in the first first 16 minutes. If we get buying here, this will be an A+ reversal opportunity from the top of this candle to the VWAP, but we have to see definitive buying. Why is it A+? Because it's tested 2 pivot points in the overnight low, but that's only if buying comes in. There's a heck of a lot of selling now. So it's highly likely that it keeps trucking down with all this selling. Let's look at the 15-minute now, see our context. So this might be forming a big bull channel. Check out my goofy trend line. Now that's not a good trend line. Look, it broke below there very powerfully. What if you drew the trend line there? See, that's the thing about trend lines. I don't really care for them. You can draw them anywhere. All right, here's the 15-minute. We've got buying coming in. You can see price at the open dumped down heavily, tested this pivot point, tested that pivot point, tested the overnight low, and now we wait and see. I think we're going to get a reversal back to the VWAP if buying keeps coming in. 338. Now, it could keep selling, right? Sure it could. 338 to 383, that'd be a nice move, wouldn't it? Sure would. Sure would. It's looking like some bulls are coming in. Might have to take a long if this closes strong. We've got another minute. But look at the average true range. 35 points. The stop loss would be huge if it went long there. Now that being said, bears can still drive it lower. We've got the prior session low and another pivot point lurking. All right, so let's see how this candle finishes. We got another minute left. When the moon hits your eyes like a big pizza pie, that's chop suey. When you go short then long and you just want to go home, that's chop suey. Here come the buyers, 45 seconds, gonna place a buy stop at 38 and target the VWAP. Oh man, okay, A+ situation, hurry, hurry, all right. We got an order for 2. This could reverse back to the VWAP if it closes strong. It could keep selling, but look at the buying coming in. Okay, I want to get as good a price as possible. Now wait a second. Wait a second, is it going to close strong or not? 38 to 81. I'm about to be tagged in. I will put my stop beneath the entry candle because, why? Because this is such a big wick, it's too many points. So this is about $160 of risk. So my idea is I saw buying coming in at this key level, and I'm expecting a reversal back to the VWAP potentially. Now that being said, it could keep going lower. So the stop would be 282.50. The target would be 380. Let's see. So there were bears that shorted here who really hope it keeps going down. I'm thinking that look at this candle, this is the 15-minute. Heck, if I get tagged in, I'm gonna I'm going to target the well, should I target the 200 or the VWAP? I should target the VWAP if I get tagged in. Knowing my luck, this is your opportunity to fade me. I'll get tagged in and it'll keep going lower. So watch this. Watch this, guys. Stop will be 282. I'm going to change my risk to 1. It's just too much risk. There. I will layer in if it gets to, let's see, 79, 69, 59, okay. I'll add if it keeps going up like I think, I'll add some there. That's if I get tagged in. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, it's logical because there was clear buying going on right here, right? I mean, clearly you can see the buying with the long lower wick. So it's either going to reverse. Yeah. I have a method behind it. That's not willy-nilly. All right, let's see what happens. So this is my initial entry if it goes above this. Change it to the high of that candle at 54. It might not though, it might keep going down. Remember, oftentimes 10 o'clock we get a reversal. Now check it out. It could keep going down and really frustrate all participants. Like if it keeps going down, if it goes below this first, this order is canceled. Because my whole premise on this trade is based on, you know, buying occurring at this pivot point. But if that premise gets disproven, then I won't keep the trade on. Makes no sense to. Take a look at TradingView and see what we have. There's a 15-minute. Do they want to close it strong or do they want to test the prior session low? Five minutes to go. No, those are my orders. I haven't entered yet. I'm waiting for price to prove to me that it wants to actually come up. And right now that's looking a little questionable. Check the 15-minute chart. There are 4 minutes left in the 15. It's basically put up or shut up time for the bulls. Because if they can reverse this, it has a high chance of popping back up. But because a lot of bears who are shorting right here, they're shorting because they missed this initial move and they're hoping for a continuation down. But if we're forming some sort of funny looking bull channel, there's a lot of if in trading, isn't there? Check it out. If we're forming a lot of like a bull channel here, then you know, looks like I might get tagged in. I better get ready. My initial stop is 261. Lord, that's a big stop. All right, I'm going to target 75. All right, I think I'm going to get tagged in. Let's hope for the best. All right, here comes some bulls. Now, the worst thing would be if it doesn't rotate up and instead that it just chops around. That would not be good. You want to see a rotation, not a stagnation. 3 minutes till 10. All right, let's see what happens. Looks like the bulls are stepping up. Here we go, we're about to get stopped in. That was close. Pop it up. Hadn't hit my order yet. Cue the heartbeat sound effects. Okay. Put my stop right below the open. Let's see if they can pop it up some. Check my levels. Thinking it's gonna go to VWAP, which is 74. Maybe, maybe not. Could be a disappointment. Yeah. That's why my initial order was only one. Come on, bulls. Pop it to that VWAP. 2 minutes until the top of the hour. See if the bulls can take charge. Run it back to the VWAP. "49 seconds. Not looking good. Expecting yet another loss. Sure would be nice to get a win on the live stream, but this is the worst trading live stream in the world, so I'm not really expecting one. See. Beautiful. When it chops around, it makes it tough to trade. Fortunately, I only have a 1 micro size, so absolutely pathetic. And it's going to be a stop out. Again, prepare for another loss. Yep. Go ahead, take me out. It's okay. I'm used to it. I really don't care. You can't hurt me anymore. You've killed my will. You've killed my will to try to be a discretionary trader. Go ahead. There you go. Oh, you don't just take me out. Go ahead and take me out. What's another loss? Let's see if I can go 0 for 100 the next 100 trades. I bet I can. Let's see it. Here we go. Yep. All right. I don't know why I'm doing this. It's a waste of my time, really. I can't. Yep, I know. I can't get a win. Not when I'm on a live stream. If I'm not streaming, I can do fine. But when it comes to this, I cannot buy one. Nothing I can do is a win. We're gonna tilt. Here we go. I don't care anymore. You're watching it. Here goes Tilt City. Tilt City, please hold. I'm officially tilted. I don't care. I hope I blow it. Let me layer in some more. Here we go. Let's do a total of, let's see, that's 10 micros on a funded account. $350, $311. Okay. Yeah, it reversed right after it took my stop. It's the best, isn't it? Yeah, it's okay. I don't care anymore. Wow. I don't care anymore. Wow. Whoops. $350. 394. Let's see how they get me this time. Prepare to do the inverse. Let's see, 94. Take that one off. Look at this. Here's the 15-minute. Well, you saw that for a minute. I thought about I was going to be full monkey if I got filled for all those, but I was able to regain my senses and take control. So, to be honest, if it pushes up, that's fine. But what I'm seeing, I don't like this price action. If I get entered in here, I'm going for the test of the 200 again. I'll use a 3 micro size. Nobody's targeting me. I'm insignificant in the trading world. I just can't trade on a live stream, as has been proven time and time again. But what I can do is work on when I take a loss not being stupid. So that's what I'm doing right now. So I took a loss and now I'm just watching. This price action. If it wasn't so choppy, I would place a buy order here to test the EMA and VWAP, but it's forming this crappy little range, and so what will happen is I won't get in, and it'll do exactly what I think. That's what's going to happen. So because I'm not getting in, enter about at 44 for a move to 68. There's buying going on. Oh, I forgot to turn on the music. Whoops. There. That playing?
They didn't just cut him. They got to give him something.
Is that? I don't want to play the Joey Diaz show. I just have so many technical difficulties. I double click on a song and it goes to a podcast I was listening to. Hey, what do you know? There we go. Right. Two minutes to go in the 15-minute candle. I'm gonna go refill my coffee and be right back. I'm down, let's see. So far on the day, I'm down much. $75.50. Another banger. Another banger. Oh yeah? Oh yeah? Is this what it wants to do? Okay. Look at this action. Worst price action. I guess December is renowned for this sort of action, if you want to call it action. Heck, I should be, you know what, I'm very happy I didn't ape out. I could have already blown my account by now. There's still time, of course. Don't you worry. But I collected myself and took off that order for 15 micros. So that's good news at least. Look at this. No thanks. Untradeable, almost. Look at it. This is the 15-minute. See a bunch of chop. I'm gonna trade until about 11 today, then I gotta go. Okay. You know what my goal is actually the rest of the session? Is not to take another trade. I'm only down $75. In this price action, I can't force anything. And you know what my mistake was on this one? Just realized it. Where did I place my entry? I placed it above this candle, which made sense. See, that makes sense. But my rules that I have say that my entry goes above the bullish reversal candle. So I didn't wait until this candle printed. If I had followed my rules, I wouldn't have gotten tagged in until here, which never happened. That would have saved me a loss. So hey, I learned something. Or got reminded of something, I should say. Here's our 5-minute. Look at this triangle. The worst. The worst of the worst price action. Can we get a refund on this price action? Where do I get a refund? Let's see if it respects this little triangle. Obviously have a little chop range forming right here. Just not interested in it. I gave a logical trade a go, but I didn't follow my rules and I took a loss. And now, even though I really want to get it back, this type of price action, I'm not going to force anything. So, might be a short stream today. At least I didn't blow anything, right? Look at this crap. It could still test the 21, but it's too close to this choppy range for me to have a good entry. So if it tested, that's fine. But I'm not gonna play that little game. 50 to 93. Let's see. However, if it gets above 50, it could rotate back to 93. So, based on the 15 minute. So, okay, let's see if it can rotate higher now out of this chop. Maybe not, maybe. I'm basing this trade on the 15-minute candle. There goes the power equipment again. Possibly a rotation back to the 200. That's what I'm hoping for. Whether it happens or not, we'll see. My stop for my initial entry will be 312 if I get tagged in. There's a lot of liquidity right here to be had, but that doesn't mean it's gonna be had by me. I might become the liquidity for somebody else. What I do see is that buying happened right here. I'm about to get tagged in. Let me go ahead and place my stop. 312.5, okay. Never mind. They had a weak close. Yeah, that candle went from bullish, it got all the way up here, and now it's thinking about dumping again. On the positive side, it looks like my triangles held out pretty well. Four minutes to close. I'm gonna step out for a minute. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. No? Heck yeah. All right. Well, I'll probably be able to stop in at I think about 3 today. Would that be okay?
Yeah, that'll be fine. I'm just here until 5, so 6 hours.
Okay.
Just want to do like 3 days.
Perfect. Beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you so much. Heck yeah. Thank you so much. All right.
See you later today.
Yes, sir. Bye. All right. That's good news, everybody. I'm officially in. Like Flynn. I should have bought the bottom of this range. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. What do you mean? Oh, whoops, I forgot that I had my microphone on. Sorry, I was talking to my associate in my other business. You know, you know. No, I thought about it though, just like a cuck. Did you? I might next time. Look at this range. Oh, I didn't get in. I haven't taken a trade since that first loss of. I've thought about getting in, but I've successfully avoided the temptation. I've only taken one loss today for $75.50. So I'm still in the game, but I'm getting a little tired of this game because of the way price action's been moving. I like when it really rotates and moves with some action. This is absolute trash. Now, I could buy, like, say it went and tested the stop loss of this candle. That might be a good place to get long, to test the top of that candle. Look at that. Wow. Looks like a jail cell. Well, it wasn't a perfect entry. You might have stepped away to like take care of your work or something, but what I was discussing, it was a logical entry, but it wasn't perfect. And I'll tell you why. I didn't follow my rules. My rules for these reversals explicitly state that, okay, price did test a level, check, got that. But then my rules say I don't need volume on this chart because I got trading view. This is a real clean chart. So this is my NinjaTrader. I don't like to clutter it with too much. But then my rules say the entry goes above the bullish reversal, but I didn't do that. If I had waited and followed my rules, I wouldn't have even gotten into it. I would have saved myself a loss. So. Let's see if they can inflict some pain on these bulls right here by taking these stops, and then it'll probably move back up, if not before. But this is some. Let's get a close-up view. Look at that. Ugh. Yeah, see, they just look at that. They just took the stop losses of the bulls right there. See? And now it probably does wake up, but this price action isn't for me. It could also be the start of a measured move down if it has a breakout from this range. Yep. Probably gonna head back up now. It's the top of this candle. 16. I'm gonna place a little bet that it tries to rotate up. See what happens. Oh. Look, they just took the stops of that one. Tell you what, this might be a good trade if it closes bullish. I would expect a rotation back up. Hey man, whatever works for you. Little ICT action. What's funny though is you realize it's all the same way. It all describes the same thing. It's just how you relate to it, really. All right, let's see if we get a dump lower here. Take a close-up view. We were in breakout mode for a while. There's prior session low. Does it take it now? Fair value gap. Let's see. We will see. I've got some levels they might want to test. But then you look to the left and we might be at the bottom of this area. All right, check it out. Let's see, this could be exciting. Oh man, what if it rotates higher in the range? Let it prove it a little more. Look how it respected that funny trend line I drew. $266. Does it test? Does it test? What do they do? Do they buy it and rotate it up? Is this a false breakout from the triangle? Or is this going to be a measured move down to these levels? We shall see. Looking pretty bearish right now. If it gets down there, we might have another good reversal opportunity. Taking that off for now. There's still a minute left in the candle. Let's see. Let's see if they can dump it to this pivot point. Whoops. Going for a test of the prior session low. Prepare your inverse. Yeah, buy it up just as soon as I enter. There you go. Perfect. Look, the second I entered it, they start buying it. Beautiful. There you go, take me out. It's the prior session low. Yeah, there we go. Another loss for Mr. Joseph Trades, keeping the streak alive. Yes, sir. Let's go. That was an impulsive trade, undisciplined. That's my hallmark when I'm discretionary. That's what I'm known for. Make it my business to be that way. So now I'm going to increase the size and expect a further dump. Yeah, let's go with 7 now. Let's start blowing it. Let's work on blowing everything. My rage is through the roof, okay? 73. Look at that, it didn't take my order. Go down. I gotta get a win. Okay, that's a win at least. Now it takes it, right? You'd think at some point I could get it to hit my take profit. But nope, just dump it. I'll take another little win. It's the little wins that can add up. Hey, there's 2 wins. Let's see if I can get another quick one. All right, well, price just tested this pivot, so I'm not gonna, that's what I was going for. Now I'm gonna look for a reversal. That's 2 wins for Mr. Joseph Trades. Do they take it lower and test this pivot, baby? Let us see. Yep. There we go. I wasn't in that one. Should have been. Now, let's look at the 15. So price has now tested the prior session low, this pivot point, and that pivot point. Would not surprise me at all to see it rotate higher now. But then again, could keep going. There's a swing here it could head to. Form a double bottom. Good. See what happens. Bears are in effect. Yeah, I got 2 wins in a row. Unbelievable. Sorry guys, I know that's not what I stand for, but I couldn't help it. There was just too much selling going on. Yeah, 2 in a row. One on a test to the prior session low, and one on a continuation to this pivot point. Yep, there was, if you look at this 15-minute chart, I sold to this prior session low, and then I sold to this pivot point. But doesn't mean anything, because overall I'm still like, I got about 300 losses and 2 wins, so I've got a long way to go. Oh, I think we could get a monster move higher here though. I'm gonna prepare myself for that, especially if buying comes in. This is the type of candle that provides opportunity. Now the challenge is waiting. Whereas I didn't wait up here and had a premature entry, I must wait down here. All right, let me look at some levels. Breakout retest, 83. I'm gonna place an order to go long about 219, about 100 points higher. Yeah. A lot of people feeling FOMO right now. You know, if you're shorting down here, it's because you missed all of this and now you're gonna get smoked. So now it's time to run some stops. 216, all right, I'm gonna get aggressive here, guys. Mr. Joseph Trades is getting aggressive. I'm feeling, I don't know why, my testosterone just surged a little bit. I can't explain it. Even though I'm a 51-year-old cob gobbler, it still happens from time to time. See which pivot point is right there. That's 83. Okay. Go about 7 right there. Yeah. Okay. This is looking like a pretty good situation. Let's see. The worst thing that could happen would be that it forms another chop range down here, which, you know, that could happen. But I like how it's looking so far. What I'm doing is I'm expecting, well, I'm seeing buying come in, right? I mean, you can see that. So now what I'm expecting, you got a lot of levels up here. You got a pivot point, an EMA, okay? Just broke out of this range. Price tends to like to return to ranges, so let's see if it returns from whence it came. We shall see. 16. Looks like some buyers are coming in with 25 seconds. If this turns bullish, I'm going to place a starter position above the high, but I'm not going to do it until it forms a bullish candle. That was the mistake I made earlier. Let's see if they can, if the bulls can rotate it. Yeah, I want to jump the gun, but I can't. Let's get an up close and personal look. And you know, it might keep going down. There was a lot of, it could be. We'll see. I like how it tested. I really like how it tested this pivot and buying came in, but the thing is it didn't close bullish, and now it looks like it's, you know, a little weak again. Look at the 15-minute. Still about 10 minutes to go on the 15-minute candle. We'll see. There's a lot of time. It could also, this could be one of those days where it just sells off. I mean, there's another pivot point down below, about 100, was that 100 more points? My math right? Yeah, about 100 points lower. Anything can happen. Just have to look and see what price is telling us. If it starts heading up, I think there are some likely levels it goes to. But if it starts heading down, there are some likely levels it goes to. We just have to wait and see. Here's our trading view chart. Like more selling coming in. Might be some buying after it takes this swing low. Let's see, about the 76 level. Let's see if buyers come in after this swing is tested. See this swing? Let's see if we find some buyers, or if they slice right through it. All right, I'm going to prepare a short to this pivot if it keeps going. Got some pretty strong momentum, it seems. We'll see. They could reverse it back up, though. There's still 6 minutes left in this candle. I'm going to take these orders off for now. It's looking more bearish than bullish at the moment. Let's see here. Oops. "28 seconds left in this candle. Like some bears might be getting a little frustrated. Let's see. All right, selling's continuing. At some point, the buyers have to step in. You know, at some point it gets too low to sell it for the institutions. Question is, where is that point? Three minutes and 34 seconds. This could form a beautiful reversal pattern, possibly. If this candle right here turns into a bullish candle and goes above the high of this bear, that would be sweet. See? Right? Our buyer's gonna step up now? What's going on here? What are they doing? Here's a trading view. $143. Here's the volume on trading view. See these lower wicks?
Hi, you've reached.
$53 seconds to go. Hey. Still waiting. Some indecision. Price looks like it's sort of stalling out around here. I'd like to see a reversal higher. That would be logical, but it didn't reverse after it went to this pivot point and kept going down. So the question is, does it keep going down to the next area, or does it reverse up to here, which is like the breakout pullback level of the triangle? Who knows? If it reverses up, I'm going to get aggressive. Like real aggressive. I call this the stop run special. Let's see if it works. All right, prepare your inverse Joseph trades, ladies and gentlemen. I've got to go in a half hour. Let's take a look at the 15-minute. So, what if this formed a huge 2-bar bullish engulfing reversal and headed all the way back here? That would be pretty sweet, wouldn't it? Let's see if it happens. Come some buyers. Bears might be getting a little nervous. See, maybe not. You can see with the volume by price, the buying coming in. Also, the candle is turning white. But the thing is how does it close? Is it gonna close strong? Pretty strong. Let's see if it rotates. All right, I'm preparing. Prepare for entry. No jokes. No jokes required. We're going to be targeting the EMA at 229. Starts rotating. My first stop loss is going to go 082.75. Expecting a rotation to the EMA now if it can really get going. It might not get going though. We'll have to see. It might flop out. But if the bulls can start running some stops, then it makes sense for it to take all these and head back up. 29, yeah. Okay. A lot of times at 11:30, you get a reversal. We're about 24 minutes away from that. So I've got orders above these bear candles to run stops. See if this comes to fruition. Looking pretty clean so far, but you just never know. Especially the way Mr. Joseph Trades has been trading lately. Getting real aggressive. If it starts rotating up, it may be violent. I want to take advantage of it. But we shall see. I hear the postman or post lady, whoever it is, just stopped by. I wonder if there's a new bill in there. Could be. Come on, Bulls. Let's pop it up. Get something going. See, right now, these bears who relate to the party are feeling pain, and it's possible that the bears might be in pain for this rotation higher, but we'll see. Maybe not. It could. Another thing it could do is it could form a double bottom, or it could keep going lower to the next pivot. It can do anything at once. See, and now the bulls who just got in right there are going, hey, what's going on? I'd like to see a big old violent pop. That would be sweet. Look at the 15. Bears who shorted here after it tested the pivot are getting a little nervous, right? Yeah, I mean, you would think so. The worst thing that would happen with this trade is it forms another range down here and it doesn't move. Like, if it pops, I want it to pop and take out all this buy-side liquidity in this bear candle. Which, you know, there are different names for it. You know what I mean? It's all the same thing. These are Mr. Joseph concepts. So, MJT, if you're watching this and you're learning anything, Mr. Joseph Trader. Mr. Joseph Trader Concepts is the name of this strategy. Way of thinking. Puppy, come on, do something, Bulls. You gonna give up and let the Bears dump it? Maybe. Uh-oh, there came some buying. All right, this could get good. Grab your popcorn. It could either get good because you could fade me and you could make money that way, or it could get good because we get a violent move higher. Let's see. Make sure all my levels are right. Yeah, I still want to target about 219. Yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to target about 219. Yeah, see, look at this. We might be getting the worst scenario here, which is another choppy range. Oh, I hate it. But there's still 3 minutes to go. The 15-minute candle will give us guidance. Really all depends on how this 15-minute closes. If it pops above this bearish one, it's game on. If more selling comes in, that'll be very big frustration for these bulls who were in early, and it could possibly dump to this pivot. We'll see. Ooh. What if you were early to the party for the long there? You might be feeling a little nervous. I've got about 18 minutes I can trade here on this live stream, and I've got to go take a shower and get ready for the day. Man, that is ugly. Oh, look at that. Oh boy. Well, I don't think we're going to get the 2-bar bullish engulfing by the looks of it. I'm going to take off all of these orders. Wow. Yeah, glad I didn't get triggered in that. That would have pretty much sucked. Okay, so now here's the question. Do we keep dropping? Let's see. There's a pivot point down below. If it makes a plunge, it could go to the next pivot. But we could also be forming a range, yet another lovely range. Check out the 15-minute candle. It's now turned decidedly bearish. It got all the way up here and then it sold off. Sort of a bear flag right there. See if there's continuation. or not. What a frustrating session for so many participants. What if you sold there and you immediately started seeing it go up? That would be a little frustrating, wouldn't it? This market is designed to frustrate everyone to maximum effect. Okay. Thinking we might, heck, I don't know, but thinking we might get a dump to this next pivot point. We'll see. It might just turn around and frustrate all those bears too at the same time. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Oof. So the bears sold and then immediately buying comes in. I don't like the lack of continuation. I'm smelling another little tight range, so I'm gonna take this trade off and just watch it. If it really had some momentum, it should have like kept thrusting down. But now it seems like it's just trying to chop around some more. The heck with that. The heck with it, man. I ain't having that. Let's see if they test the top of this bear candle. Yeah, I mean, it's all the same thing. Fair value gap, ICT, imbalance, liquidity. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of chop right now, mostly. I'm seeing a day where there's a lot of chop and range. Let's see if they take the liquidity at the top of this bear candle now to frustrate them. I can trade about 10 more minutes and I gotta go take a shower. Let's see if something happens. Chop City, Chop City, please hold. Two. Thinking they might try to test the top of this big bear candle, but who knows? They might want to just keep taking it lower. We shall see. Buying coming in. Now can they pop it to the top? I don't know. Probably not. Guys, get ready to short because I'm fixing to go long. Looking for a quick hitter to the top of this big bear candle. That's the strategy with this trade. See if it works. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. Who knows? Let's see. Pop it up. Let's go. Come on now. Pop it up there. Punch it. Punch it, punch it. Instead, I'm going to be the one yet again getting punched. Come on, Bulls. Take it to the top of that bear candle. That's what I'm looking for. Let's see. Show some strength. Punch it. Okay. Punch it up there. Come on, don't stop now. Come on. See if they can take it to the top of that bear candle. Finish the job. Come on. Come on, 10 more points. Let's do it. Punch it. Really? I'll take it. That hit it and didn't close it. All right, that was a good trade. Okay, and that put me positive for the day. Guys, I'm gonna stop there. That was a good trade. It touched my take profit but didn't fill it, so I just closed manually. when I see that happen, you know, I just go ahead and exit. So what did I see on that? Well, I saw this huge bear candle, right? A lot of liquidity. I saw buying come in, and my first entry was based on a stop above this bull candle, thinking that people who just shorted there were like going, oh no, you know? Then after I got triggered in there, the next candle was a bit dicey. But I still felt very confident about it. So I added on above this one. And then of course, you know what, I might be able to get a, hold on. We might be getting our 11:30 reversal right now. No, I'm gonna stop it here, guys. It's possible that it rotates and hits the EMA again, but this price action is a little sus. So I'm gonna just, while I'm ahead, I'm gonna stop, and I appreciated you, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.